Hey, Mike.
Can hear you. Hold on.
Okay, good. I was like, I don't see anyone, but I realize it's the mode it's in. It's in. There are people here already. We have two attendees. I see. Um, it's so nice out today. Should have been not here, not at work. Let's see.
Welcome to WebEx. Enter your access code or meeting number followed by pound. Enter your attendee ID or the numeric meeting password followed by pound.
Hello? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, and then I can hear you. Yep, you're good. You
Now I can
sound
hear you.
clear. Yeah, you sound good.
I had to call in. My computer audio wasn't working for whatever reason.
Okay, yeah, no, you're good. You're all good. There's people already here. I think we have three attendees are here. William just got here.
How are
And
you?
I'm good. I'm great. It's great over here at Westwood. We don't
Have you
have pro
settled in?
copy, but it's yes, we don't have pro copy, but it's still great.
Oh, it can't be that great.
Um, that's funny. That's great. William, how are
So, yeah,
you?
no, I'm good, thank you. So now that you're settled in, I got to come visit you.
Yeah, everyone should visit this place. Yes, definitely. Come by.
I will. I
I'm
definitely will.
here. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Yeah, I'm settling in. It's nice to, it's nice here. We have like today I had someone, we're doing some music. We have a little patio, so it's nice. We have someone coming this weekend. They were checking it out.
Cool. Sounds like
Yeah.
fun. I can't hear William when he speaks, though.
Can you hear me now?
Strange. Oh, yep, now I got you.
There we go. Nice to meet you, Michael.
You
So I
too,
think
William.
there was about like 18 people signed up, right? We had 18. So I guess we'll give everyone like, 5, 10 minutes. Oh, we also need Dave, right? Dave.
Yeah, that would be good. Definitely need Dave. So he's got a couple of minutes still.
He still has a few.
Well, thank you for putting this together also. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, I think it's important. I think we have a lot of people that are still interested in like, oh, there he is, Dave.
Perfect time.
Perfect timing.
Good morning.
Hey, Dave.
Can you hear me pretty well?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good. Oh, nice to meet you, Catherine.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for doing this for us.
Sure. My pleasure.
So we have about 18 people signed up. There is 7 people here now. So I'd say we give everybody like 5 minutes before we start, just so and then I know you're
Uh,
like you have something, so I want to make sure we're on time.
no,
Yeah,
we're
no,
good. Thank you.
thank you for the adjustment. I had these doctors these days, and then
Yeah, no problem. Things happen. It's just I appreciate you doing it, so don't worry about it. It's all good.
absolutely. And
All right, let's.
will is our audience different library administrators from different libraries around the state?
It's so our library system has 78 libraries, and it's either directors or IT people from each library that has signed up.
Wow, great.
Yeah, so there should be. I know it was 18 yesterday, right, William? I think 18. So we'll
Wow.
And we're at 8 now.
Good to meet you, William.
Nice to meet you too, Dave.
Yeah. Well, this is exciting.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Right.
Let's see. And William, we're set to record this, right?
Yeah, it looks like the recording on my end is already in progress. So,
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. We can always edit it, you know. I'm just kidding. Yeah, we.
Gosh.
Yeah, we could cut out. I think
Okay. Oh, Darlene's here. Great. Stephanie, great.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, you're here. Yep, I hear you. Yeah, 9. Hey, Mike. You just to clarify, you work for ProCopy and Dave works for Unified Communications, but are they're the same company, right? Essentially, or they're like an umbrella company?
We're part.
uh, Unified Communication is the manufacturer, and we're the dealer for them.
Got it.
Kind of like what we do with the same thing as what we do with the copiers. We're the dealer, and then you have the manufacturers.
Got it. Okay. I just want to make sure I, introduce you guys right. Everyone
Okay.
gets- Okay. All right, 10. What time is it now? All right, 2 more minutes and then we'll just get started so then you guys can get started. Stephanie, you're typing so loud.
Why is it so loud?
I was gonna text you, but you know what? I couldn't move quick enough.
It's here yet.
It was like, are you
Sorry.
angry?
You type-
Catherine.
Yeah.
It's a loud type.
I kind of love typing. Do you love typing?
No.
Like if somebody gives me something to copy type, I'm like, yes. Thanks, AOL chat.
Oh my god, it's funny.
William, you're too young to know AOL chat.
Yeah, I was a kid when it came out.
It was a
Look,
great thing.
Mhm.
That's how you found out in middle school and high school who had a crush on who.
But you only found out for like a minute because someone called your house phone line, you were kicked off.
Mhm.
Well, your parents walked in the room.
Then you clicked out.
Who here's a millennial?
Like that. All right, so we have 13 people are here, and I think it's about a couple. Like we're probably hitting time, so I think we should get started. Because we have a lot to go over. We have this voice over internet phone chat today. Dave is here from Unified Communications. Mike Longo is here from ProCopy. When I did my phone conversion at my last library, we used them to do that, and it was really helpful. I learned so many things I never thought about, like what to do with your elevator line and the fax line, and it was really helpful for me. So thank you, Dave, for coming today, and we're looking forward to hearing about everything you have to tell us.
Yeah. Thanks so much. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
So yes, I think that a little background, as Catherine said, we helped out at Midland Park and convert the phone system into new technology that obviously has features and benefits. So today I wanted to give everyone some information on how this works when you need to upgrade your phone system. So I have information I will share with you. Um, please feel free to ask a question, or we can have a Q&A at the end. I work for Konica Minolta Unified Communications Division. We provide these services, and we provide them hand in hand with Mike Longo and ProCopy to service your library system and community. So we will work together as a team when there's an opportunity or when you're interested in meeting one-on-one with more information. But let's give you some background. I'm going to share my screen just as a backdrop here so we can have a little visual. And Catherine, can you give me the right to share?
Oh, you should be for the panelists. You should have it already. Let me see. Dave. William, is there something else I should be clicking since he's a
Up top, you want to make me a presenter, or if
Sure.
you right click on me, you might be able to do it.
It just says move to stage. You know what that means?
You can try that.
I can't even share my screen. I didn't set this up. William or Darlene, is there a way we could make him be able to share his screen?
Yeah, let me take a look at that right now.
It's usually a right click and make me presenter, make someone a presenter.
Don't seem to see it. Let's see.
Okay.
I didn't mean to raise my hand. I don't know how
Oh,
to put
you
it
did?
down now. There we go. Okay. I
Well,
was looking for things.
we can talk through this if I'm not able to give you a visual here.
Yeah, I'll keep taking a look just to see if we can get that set up.
Sure. So why don't we in the meantime, if we can let us know when, but in the meantime, just to continue on here. So Konica Minolta, I know maybe you're not familiar with them. Maybe you know them from having copiers and printers and things like that. So we've been around 151 years, maybe 152 now. And as a global technology leader, but my division, the Unified Communications Division, which is a fancy word for phone systems, right? And communicating in other ways, like we're here on WebEx now, having a virtual meeting, and there's collaboration tools like besides using the desk phones, you might want to use chat or again these type of virtual meetings. So, but what's important about my division, the Unified Communications Division at Konica Minolta, is we've been working hand in hand with Cisco for over 21 years now. Very early adopter to voice over IP, and building those voice over IP platforms with Cisco. We work with Cisco and Microsoft on a daily basis. Our engineers are collaborating with them to constantly improve this. So what is it? Why do we need this, right? So this this is a cloud-based system. This is new technology. And what's happening across the country right now is the copper infrastructure is either being decommissioned or eliminated. So this started about 5 or 6 years ago. The FCC raised or took away any caps that phone companies can charge you for copper lines, or they call them POTS lines, plain old telephone service lines. So traditionally, you would have these lines coming into your building, right? Copper lines, you know, might have one for the fax, might have for the phones. You had some kind of phone system that those lines connected to, and then that controlled your environment, your phone system environment, your automated attendance, how you transfer calls, all the good things you do with the phone system, right? So, so what's happening now is all those copper lines are going away. So if you haven't gotten a letter yet from your carrier to move to another type of system, you will be getting one. So probably by 2030, they're all going to be decommissioned or gone. AT&T and some other companies, but AT&T has eliminated almost 50% of theirs so far, and they are the biggest owner of the infrastructure. So if you were to go online, and we'll do this if I can share at some point, but if you were to go online and search on POTS lines or copper phone lines being eliminated, you're going to get page after page after page of articles explaining how the FCC is, along with these large carriers, have accomplished this, right? So, and the FCC is your communications compliance organization for the federal government. So they make the rules. So they said, and then there are other rules that were lifted. So in other words, if you have a copper line from a carrier, doesn't matter who it is, you might get a bill one day that says you're paying 3-4 times more than you were the month before, and you have no recourse. That is happening a lot. I hear from a lot of clients that, you know, why did my bill go up? Well, because they can do it, not against the law anymore, so they can do it. So these are some of the things that are kind of nudging us in the directions of new technology. There might be other reasons. Maybe you're having issues with your current phone system. Maybe the call quality has degraded because of these lines going away, right? Maybe you're having support issues. You know, you don't. It's hard to get somebody to support an older phone system. You know, things like that. So these are things we run into every day. And it's the reason, again, we're all being nudged to this newer technology. The newer technology is cloud-based. So all that means is that instead of having these phone lines coming into your building, what you're going to have now is phones that are just connected to your internet or to your network, like a computer, and we use your internet connection, right? So very easy. You do not need that phone box anymore or that phone system anymore on premise. You don't need that anymore. You don't need to pay for those phone lines coming in the building anymore. You pay a per user or per seat cost to activate your new phone system. Now, the new phone system is as reliable as you're going to get in the United States. So what I mean by that is your phone system resides in these data centers that are compliant and secure to the point where they are the same as the DOJ, the U.S. military, um, the U.S. government uses. So almost impossible, and they're redundant. So if one has a glitch, the other one takes over in another part of the country. That's where your phone system resides, your automated attendance, your rules, your call flows, your hunt groups, your voice messages. It is all 100% secure in these data centers. Very almost impossible for it to be interrupted or go down, right? If one of these data centers goes down, we've got much bigger problems in the United States than just anybody's phone system. So, yeah, so we have a 100% uptime service licensing agreement that we provide you. So, and the data centers themselves guarantee us 99.999% uptime. So almost impossible for them to go down. Now, you might ask, well, what if my internet goes down? You just told me we're connecting via the internet, and sometimes my internet goes down. So we have backups for that. If your internet goes down, you won't miss call. The library won't miss calls because the calls are going to the cloud. That's not down. You're just down locally for whatever period of time, short period of time that is. But we have backups because you can use your cell phone. You can use your cell phone or a tablet or a computer, just like you use that desk phone. So, for example, and you don't have to do that. You can just use desk phones. That's fine. You can keep it very basic and use desk phones. But for example, for myself, I have a desk phone. I've got a cell phone. I've got a computer. And when somebody calls my work number, all three of them ring. Now, I don't use the desk phone anymore. I haven't used it in years. I prefer the computer. But the neat thing is, even if you like that desk phone, if you want to take a call outside of your office and you want to use your cell phone, it's great. So I can work on my cell phone, take my work calls from my cell phone. I can transfer calls. I can do consult before transfer, where I ask you if you want the call first. I can ask people to join conference calls. It's great. So I can do everything on that cell phone I can do on my desk phone from anywhere on earth. So, all the days that I get to spend on the golf course and the beach, everybody just thinks I'm at my desk. No, that's a joke, but anyways. So when I use my cell phone, it just looks like I'm at work because it does not display my personal cell phone number to anyone. It just looks like I'm at my work caller ID. So whether you want to use something like that to take calls outside the office or not, that's up to you. Like I said, you can just have desk phones if you like you always have. You keep it very basic. You can just have that. If you wanted to utilize other devices, you can, and no charge. We'll set them up for you. So we can do that. Any questions about that so far? Anybody? Okay. So let's talk a little bit about, what we did at Midland Park. Basically, it was an older phone system. They had about maybe six, I don't know, Catherine, maybe six phones, couple fax lines. We're able to do that. We're able to move them over to the other system. And what we do really well compared to a lot of the other vendors is we make the transition as painless as possible. I guess I'll say, because sometimes switching phone systems is not the easiest thing. You know, who's going to set this up? Who's going to configure this? Uh, Trying to get a hold of the supplier to get things done, to make changes, all that. Well, how we handle it is a little different. So what we'll do is we'll provide you a project coordinator, an engineer. We'll all work as a team, get on a call, and you tell us how you want everything set up. Maybe you want it set up exactly how you have it now. It's fine. And then, but we'll tell you about some features maybe you want to utilize, maybe you don't, you know, on the newer platform. But um, we will configure everything for you. We will set everything up. We will get everything up and running. We will port your numbers so you have existing numbers now you want to keep, right? We'll port those over so that you keep your numbers. We'll work on the timeline and the training of all this with you. And we don't charge for it, any of that. You know, it's a service we provide as part of it. And then once you're up and running, the best part is if anybody needs anything, you're having an issue, you have a question, forgot how to do something, you make a change, you got to change an extension or a user or something like that, just call our help desk. Our good old boys in Indiana, you know, we're in the U.S. And when you call, you're going to get an engineer within a minute. We haven't had more than a minute wait time since the beginning of COVID. So that's pretty special, the way we handle implementation and support. And we, you know, it's kind of our value. A lot of people offer this type of technology, but if you really want somebody you can depend on, and then you have Mike, you know, we work together with Mike and his organization at ProCopy. We're all one team. So you have different levels of support, and you know, you can, you know, our really our value add or our focus is really just being responsive and doing the right thing. So we're here for you. So um, that's how we handle implementation support. And again, we don't charge for it. Any questions now? We'll cover a couple other things. Here we go. We got something here in chat. Yes. So the question is it possible to contact emergency services using VoIP phones? The answer is the VoIP phones are held to a higher standard than what you have now. So absolutely. So there's something newer in 911 called dynamic or enhanced 911. And with this system, we register your phones for you. So what that means is if you call 911 from a phone in a room on the second floor, first responders will not only know to go to the correct address, they'll know it's on the second floor. You know, if everything's configured correctly. So we help you do that. If you are using a computer or a cell phone, same thing. We can get first responders to wherever that phone is located that calls. So yeah, the 911 and emergency services, absolutely. I could show it to you if I could share my screen, but It's really kind of a level up now. Let's see what else we have here. We got another one. Would we have flexibility on assigning extensions? Our current extension numbers are 4 digits, and it would be great to shorten them if possible. So the answer is yes. You have a lot of flexibility. So you can go from anything from 2 digits to 8 digits. It might even be 10. But typically, yeah, if you're at 4 digits and you want to go to 2, no problem. The only time you'd have to go to the next level to 3 is if you had more than 100 users, right? Yeah, you could absolutely. So here's the thing with this newer technology, you can use extension numbers, you can use names, you can use aliases, whatever you want, to forward calls, to find people. You can be alerted on people's presence. So it just means I'm going to know you're on the phone. So maybe I'm not going to transfer it to you. Maybe I'll transfer it to someone else, right? Or I'll know you're in a meeting or something like that. So yeah, you can certainly do that. A couple other things you can do. We talked a little bit about connecting fax machines or copiers that are your faxes or multifunctional devices that serve as printers and faxes. We can connect those for you. And I can tell you it's less cost on our system than it is to have a copper line in there connected for that fax. Or even a few less dollars than that, if you wanted to go to electronic faxing, if you wanted to have compliant, secure, encrypted faxing, where you use your email to fax, to send and receive faxes, or you use a portal that you can fax from anywhere, right? So you can fax from home if you needed to. We have things like that as options that we would talk to you about. We also have texting. So we can add texting to your system. So I don't know, I'm just going to say you want to remind somebody they have to return a video or a book or something. And I don't know if you still do that, but you don't want to do it from your personal cell phone number and text them from your personal cell. You want it to come from the library or the community organization. You want it to come from the main number from work. You can use texting to do that. We have that for you if you like. You can text in and out using your work numbers if that's something that's a need. A lot of people are starting to do that for different reasons. Appointment confirmations, things like that. Or just getting the word out on something new. Things like that. We have different levels of call recording if you have to record calls. So there are options. And how we handle this engagement, if you'd like to know more and you'd like to give us more information on your library and what it would take and what it would cost to switch from what you're doing now to the newer technology, because you're going to have to do it as we talked in the beginning about those. You're using older lines, it's going to go away, but maybe you're already on voice over IP from someone else, and you're having some issues or some support problems or something like that. And you just want to talk and see what it would take to move to something newer with a really great support mechanism. We just make we'll just schedule a call like this, and we'll share some information, and you tell us kind of what you have and what your requirements are and what you would like. there might be some things you wish you could do now. Or, I talk to people every day that say, oh yeah, we have a hard time transferring, or we have a hard time when we need to adjust for a new user or a new extension, um, things like that. These are things that are easily taken care of with the newer system. So if you'd like to get together and just have that conversation, we would love to do that. I'm sure. Um, I don't know. We could get Mike's. Mike Longo from ProCopy. He would be the um, contact to set that up. He kind of quarterbacked the process there, and I'm sure Catherine would help and give the contact information out, or maybe you all have it after this. But yeah, you get a hold of Mike, we'll get together. He'll, as a team, and we'll give you all the information you need to see what it would take to move you to something that's maybe a little easier, a little better, maybe some features, things like that. There's a lot of things you can get out of the new system. Say you wanted reporting. You wanted reporting and just to see how many calls are coming in and out, who's taking the calls. Say you wanted something called queuing. So you only have one person answering the phone, and instead of that person, someone on hold, when somebody else calls, and then going back to them, and you can have things queued up where people would wait, and it would say you're next in line. Give them a comfort message, and that way, whoever is handling the calls can take care of one person, and then the next, and the next. There's all different things you can do without extra charges with the newer systems. So, at that, are there other questions that we can handle for you? Sorry we didn't have the backdrop, but if we get to meet again, we will make sure that you get to visualize and see it. Of course, with this new system, you typically will get new phones that are pretty cool. If your phones are older, and we have all different shapes and sizes to fit everybody's needs. So we usually do the Cisco phones. They're some of the best. So yeah. Any other questions?
Just to add real quick to what Dave was saying, we did this over at Midland Park, and I'm sure Catherine can attest to this, that the whole process went extremely, extremely smooth. There was little to no downtime as far as phones and getting calls, and it was all done in a matter of a couple of hours.
It was a couple hours, and like Mike came on site, and he like make sure every cord was gonna go, and and I did step away for a minute. We talked about how we daisy chained the computers so we didn't have to worry. Remember about running internet lines, so it was really smooth that way. I was concerned about the fax line and the phone and the phone in the elevator. And then Mike literally came over with a little conversion kit, and he like went in the basement. He like connected the lines, and I didn't even cancel my internet. I didn't trust him. No, I trusted him. I was very skeptical that this little box was going to convert, and it all worked. I really like the fact that we didn't have to run internet lines and spend money and we were able to, in most cases, except for one, just daisy chain them into the computers by the desks and just plug them right there. So that just saved a lot of money. And but before they went through everything. Jennifer is asking, are the phones cordless? Are there a cordless option?
There are cordless options. There's different kinds of cordless phones, but sure, yeah.
Okay. Anyone else have any more questions? And Dave, if you could send us like your presentation so we can show the group after, that'd be great.
Sure.
If just to have it. And I really thank you for coming, and you guys really hopefully answered some people's questions, concerns.
Our pleasure.
Do they have our contact information, or are they going to reach out to you if they want any additional?
I will give your contact info, Mike, out. I have it. I can, or both you and Dave, I can give both contact information. And with the slides, you know what? I'll give it all out. One to the group that registered. We'll just shoot that out.
I'll send that to you in a few minutes. Slide deck.
Yeah, and
As a
perfect.
PDF.
All right, great. And this is recorded, so if people missed it, we can always send it to them.
All right, great.
All right, everybody have. Yep. Hold on. We'll include the. Yep, perfect. Darlene said they'll include everything in our post-event email too. We do like a post-event evaluation, so they'll send it as well there.
Perfect. Well, I appreciate
Catherine,
it.
thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys.
All right, have a good one.
You too. Bye.
All right. Bye.